Hey everybody, Club Pro Guy here, coming to you live from the Learning Center. You know, some of you might have noticed on social media I released a rendering done by our course designer and lead architect Hank Jones regarding the proposed par 5 fourth hole at Three Jack National. Not surprisingly, the design has already garnered rave reviews from the golf course architecture community, but I thought I'd do this video to explain not only how to play this hole, but also to take you inside the mind of an architect who at this stage of his career is truly at the top of his game. Let's take a look. Okay guys, the first thing you're going to notice about this design is this original chunk of shopping mall parking lot that has been left completely undisturbed. You know, one of the things Hank likes to do is leave the property as he found it as much as he can. And this is a great example of that. One of the misnomers about this feature is a lot of people think this is going to be nice, flat asphalt, and that couldn't be further from the truth. This parking lot was laid in 1964 and hasn't been touched since. It's extremely rough. You're going to have large chunks of concrete, chunks of asphalt, undergrowth, bushes, lots of curbs that have been left unattended. So there's not going to be a smooth roll across this parking lot by any means, and keep that in mind for what comes later. But with any great golf hole, we've got lots of options here, okay? And it all starts back with the tee ball, where Hank gives us two options right out of the gate. The most popular option is going to be to hit an 8-9er wedge to the end of this first fairway, which is around 138 yards. The big hitters can try to go for it, and they can try to carry it 360 yards to the secondary fairway. Now, most people are going to try to carry it about 300, get a big bounce off the end of the shopping mall parking lot over the damp collection area to this secondary fairway. But again, like I mentioned earlier, very, very rough concrete here, and it is basically a crapshoot on where that's going to go. So knowing that most players are going to go to the end of this original fairway, what do we do from here? Again, we have options. The first option would be to hit driver off the deck or a careered 3-wood over the parking lot and collection area into this secondary fairway. Most players are going to go for this bailout fairway over here, which is a very small strip of fairway surrounded by OB. This is really like a par 3 within a par 5, which again is just shows you the genius of a Hank Jones design. So you're going to be anywhere from 160 to 180 for this shot. So assuming you hit the bailout fairway, it's really interesting what Hank has done here. Due to space constraints, he's put the par 3 fifth green just off the secondary fairway, which is really in play for this hole. So if you're putting on the par 3 fifth, you've really got to watch out, because you're going to have balls flying in from the first fairway, and then you're going to have rockets coming over you from the bailout fairway, because this is going to be driver off the deck or 3-woods from here. And you might even catch some shrapnel from these shots from the front of this fairway. So basically, if you're putting on this green, you're going to be in what I like to call a kill box. So something certainly to watch out for in this design. For those who go over the parking lot on their second shot, they're going to find themselves right here, which is 230 middle. So they're looking at 4-iron, hybrid, maybe a 3-wood for some of the weaker players. And then another big Hank Jones feature, a large swath of cart path right in front of the green. So for those players who lay back here, they can either aim for that cart path and go for the bounce. They can play it traditional and fly it all the way to the green, or this cart path can catch some mishits, which will bound up onto the green as well. Just a real crapshoot, and again, a real Hank Jones signature. As far as the green itself, relatively flat, but it's a turtleback, and we've got major runoffs all around the green, and again, OB everywhere. Another Hank Jones staple. So again, options everywhere. I really feel like this hole has a chance to be the signature hole of Three Jack National.